So as reported by Critical Overlord, there were these DMs that kind of came out from a fan in Brazil that DM'd the main writer for Jeepers Creepers Reborn, and he kind of, let it be known that 5 is apparently happening. He didn't reveal too much about it, but I just kind of wanted to talk about this because this is kind of an odd prospect of them bringing back the creative team for Reborn for a number 5 or a 5th movie. So let's get into it. And off the bat, I feel bad for this guy. I'm sure that he tried his best. It doesn't seem like he has a whole lot of writing credits. I think that he was just handed this pretty well-known franchise. He was given the ability to put his own spin on it, make his own story, and he was probably just out of his depth. I'm sure that a lot of the feedback that the movie got hurt him. I'm sure that it didn't feel too good. I don't think that he wanted to make a movie that people would hate. But still, though, the thing that's so odd is that I don't see them bringing back this creative team ever again. I don't think that there's a chance in hell that they do. Jeepers Creepers Reborn is easily regarded as one of the worst horror movies to come out in recent memory. A lot of people's most hated or, worst sequel in terms of slashers. It just got an insane amount of negativity when it came out. I'm not going to act like I wasn't part of it. Obviously, I didn't give it a good review. I don't think I was as tough on it as a lot of other people. I still found entertainment value from it, enjoyed it, and I definitely think that it was at least better than 3. My main problem kind of comes in the fact that it was just very incompetently made. There were a lot of shortcuts taken. I don't know if that is the fault of the filmmakers, but it just comes down to the fact that if you couldn't do something, don't do it, or better yet, try and innovate a way to make it work or make it work differently. It's just everything about this whole situation is really fucking odd. And again, I'm really not trying to just shit on this guy, shit on this creative team, but I really don't see anybody giving them any kind of a budget to make another Jeepers Creepers movie. Honestly, I think that Reborn kind of closed the coffin on this franchise for now, at least. But, if I wanted to take like more of a contrarian take on it, I think that it did do well. As far as I know, in the box office, it did make money. I'm sure that they were working against a pretty small budget. And I remember too, the Fathom events that happened for this movie got extended, so the movie played for longer because it was making enough money to justify that, apparently. But sheerly based on the feedback though, I can in no way see another movie happening like this. He was pretty fairly polite to what I would say was a little bit of an aggressive fan, and he did leave a heart, like a like to the commenter saying, try and bring it back to what the first movie did. What the fans like, that's what they like. Everyone loves that first movie. I like the second movie, but I know I'm in the minority on that one. But again, just there's no way that they give Timo the rights to this character back, I don't think, after everything that went wrong with that last movie. And it also must have been an absolute headache with those rights. There was that whole delay because of the lawsuit and everything. There's also just a fundamental disconnect in how the creature is portrayed. Does a lot of things that he wouldn't ordinarily do. He's kind of out of character and feels more like a generic slasher villain in Reborn. But just being kind, I think that if they take a step back, reapproach this from the angle of, look, we made a lot of mistakes last time. Let's keep it closer to the original. Let's put care and an eeriness to the movie that we didn't have in Reborn. Maybe I'd give it another chance, but it seems like the criticism sometimes gets deflected by Timo, at least. Doesn't seem like he understands what he did wrong with Reborn. He was talking about space and all this other crazy shit. I'm just worried that if they were to give him another chance, instead of correcting himself and, trying to rework things and make a better film, he would double down on the worst aspects of Reborn and make an even worse movie, if that's possible. I think the best thing that they could do is either do a complete reboot, just start the timeline from scratch, or, do what the fans have been clamoring for forever. Get the characters from 1 and 2 back, have that final showdown, have them get revenge for the family members that the creeper has taken. That's what everybody's been wanting. That's what 3 promised and cheapened us out on by just having this fucking terrible, weird sequel sandwiched in between 1 and 2. Reborn obviously did not fulfill that promise, but just something. Bring back the Taggarts, do anything. It would go a long way with the goodwill of the fans. This franchise just cannot survive another terrible movie. Another entry that is as catastrophic as Reborn will 100% kill it if Reborn hasn't done that already. Most people, thought Reborn was the nail in the coffin, but if they're really planning a 5th one, they gotta get it right. But I guess we'll just have to see if they even make the fucking movie. But until we find out, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Have a good one.